How's folks, welcome to another episode of 4x4 Viewfinder. I'm Adrian Silk and today you're in for a treat. Today we are finally lifting Grunter to new heights. Grunter has been sponsored a suspension system co-oply by Raw 4x4 and by BOC Off Road Industries. I'd just like to thank Corneille and Dries for making this happen, and I'm loving the new stance and attitude of the car. It's been, after installing the new rooftop tent, the vehicle has become a lot unstable and yeah, not so nice. So getting the install done for the suspension has really made a massive difference. The vehicle performs the way it should perform, and I'm just so excited to get onto the trip. So from Stofgat Adventure side, Corneille and Dries, thanks a lot guys, I really appreciate it. And yeah, well, without further ado, let's roll the intro and get into it. Folks, a little bit of a backstory. So the car build has been coming on over a couple of years. We've been not really focusing on it, but you know, building it up as we go. And yeah, it's gotten to this point now. We've got more or less everything we need on the vehicle. The vehicle has a drawer system which contains everything that we need for day-to-day utility. And now finally we've got the rooftop tent. Rooftop tent is an additional 70 kilograms added, 5 to 10 kilograms of the awning on the side of the vehicle as well. So you're taking a vehicle that's notoriously top heavy, excuse me, and you're making it even more top heavy. So as a result, we have to start thinking in the lines of upgrading the suspension to be able to hold the vehicle, because going around turns, even driving down the driveway, has been an experience. I get like flashbacks of 4x4 routes I've done in the past, and yeah, the vehicle sways around a lot. It's really and it doesn't feel safe. The other day I drove on Nelson Mandela Drive, and there's like these sharp turns and almost like, let's call them tar corrugations on them, and the vehicle actually became virtually uncontrollable. I was at 60 kilometers an hour. I wasn't even going fast. The speed limit on there is 80 kilometers an hour, and the vehicle started swaying around. And yeah, that means the shocks are not able to cope with the demand of carrying all this weight around on this vehicle, which is top heavy as well. So yeah, that's the story behind the story.
Hi guys, so we are basically one of Raw's approved dealers, authorized dealers in Cape Town. So today we are going to do a 50mm or 2-inch lift on Adrian's Fortuner, and basically get him ready for all of the trails he's going to head to, and also all of the extra weight he's carrying on his vehicle.
So on the Fortuner, it's got an independent front suspension with a rear solid axle. So in front we're going to fit 2 pre-assembled struts, which means the strut and the coil is pre-assembled with a new strut mount, a 45mm bore raw Nitro Max struts paired with a 80 to 120 kilograms coil springs. In the rear, it will be paired with a 45mm bore Nitromax shocks, as well as 0 to 350 kilogram progressive coil springs for the added weight.
Yeah, so at BOC Off Road we basically specialize in 4x4 manufacturing, so basically stuff like your custom bumpers, rock sliders, that type of everything that's basically into manufacturing. And then we also have a full fitment center, so we do obviously raw 4x4 suspension, we do drawer systems, all that type of stuff. So basically everything you want to kit out your overland vehicle.
So Raw 4x4 is an Australian suspension brand. It comes from a long heritage of reinforced upgraded truck shock absorbers. Our main brand in Australia is called Powerdown, and they've been around since 1983 already. Raw 4x4 was recently launched in South Africa a year ago, with some great success stories in terms of quality, in terms of comfort, in terms of the product, and all in all comfort and support for carrying additional weight.
So yeah, Adrian, we basically have a few options. Obviously we have an online store on our website as well, so if you want to order some parts you can go on there. All of our contact details is at bocoffroad.com. Also Facebook is quite a big page for us, so all of our details are on Facebook, and obviously you can get all of our contact details on there as well.
So a couple of ways also, Facebook and Instagram, you can follow Raw 4x4 Africa, or you can go to our website www.raw4x4.co.za. You can click on our online kit builder and it will give you all the options that you can to specifically put together what type of suspension you would require, and we will then identify the parts associated with your requirement and then quote you accordingly.
Right folks, some exciting stuff ahead for us. I can't wait to show you what the vehicle will look afterwards. And yeah, BOC, these guys do amazing work here. Raw 4x4, their suspensions are top notch. They're new, but they're old. They've been coming on for quite some time. It's definitely worth paying them a visit, doing the online kit builder, and checking out what they can give you. But without further ado, let's get into the install.
Hi guys, so yeah, as mentioned, we're going to fit the 2-inch lift kit for Adrian's Fortuner. So basically we always start in the front. First we do the measurements, check what the vehicle was before we fitted the lift obviously, and then after that you can see the amount you gain as well. So first off, for the front, obviously you remove the tyres, then after that, luckily with raw suspension, all of your struts comes pre-assembled, so you don't need any spring compressors to fit them again. So it makes it quite easy. So you basically remove the old coils, remove the shocks, and then you can just fit the whole strut in, and that's basically the job done for the front. Then at the rear, also quite a simple process. You just remove the shocks, you can lift the vehicle up, remove the rear coils, fit the new coils in, and fit the shocks, and you're basically done.
So, Adrian, when fitting the suspension or upgrading the suspension on a vehicle, it's very important to calculate the specific weights for the accessories that are fitted to the vehicle. So in your case, you've got a steel front bumper, bash blades, spotlights, snorkel, rock sliders, and all of this adds up to weight. So with that in mind, we went for an 80 to 120 kilogram coil. And in the rear, you have rooftop tent, awning, roof rack, and a drawer system in. So we went with a 0 to 350 kilogram progressive coil, which enables you to have the same amount of comfort with or without the rooftop tent at the end of the day.
Get ready for it.
So suspension is in, and we're on our way to do the alignment. in town. We're going to go to a Time Mart in town and then have that sorted out. But first impressions, there's a massive difference compared to what I had. This car feels like it's riding on air. I'm driving over corrugations now, and the rattle inside is minimal. The suspension is just coping amazingly, and the steering is lighter even. I don't know if that's a mental thing, but it feels like the steering is even a lot lighter. And I'm just taking it through all the bumps I can, corrugations and everything. This guy's riding on rails, guys. This is riding on rails. This is really fun. Now we're going to go into the tar and see what it does on the tar. So impression on the tar, we'll take a look at our fuel consumption. When we came here, I got about 8.3 on the vehicle. So we'll see the fuel consumption might drop a little bit because the vehicle is a bit higher in the air. But I can feel the car needs alignment done. It is a bit squishy, but the dingus on the car is, it's riding on the rails. Really, this is just amazing. Super excited to take this thing on trails, some 4x4ing, and also taking it on the Stofgatavonturen trip. So yeah, folks, I'd just like to thank Corné from BOC Off Road Industries and for Dries from Roll 4x4 Africa for helping us kit the vehicle out, kit Grunter out for the trip at Stofgatavonturen. Stand by for future posts on Instagram and on YouTube with regards to the trip, the Stofgatavonturen trip that we're going to have. It's going to be amazing. It's our second season that we're doing Stofgat. We've got a whole bunch of sponsors on board and everything. But yeah, before I give away all the goodies, just stand by for the main video on the Stofgatavonturen trip. But anyway, folks, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to make it as informative as I possibly can so you can understand the principles and everything around the suspension, and also for you to consider getting a raw 4x4 suspension, because raw 4x4 just as tried and tested as all the other brands out there, and I'm talking about the big name brands. Their prices are competitive and they really value their customers. So until next time, folks, happy 4x4ing.